pin, again, they want to do just center back. So they do 19 pounds, center back, yeah, 19 pounds. And they just pin the center back and said, that's it. And look, the pockets came to the back. These seams are almost in the middle. The vents, they're stitched now. The vents are going to open. It just doesn't work. With jackets, you have to be very careful. We have to start with the side seams and equal amounts. And if it's more, you have to do the center back. Because if you pin all that for me, you charge 19, I'll charge 19 and 22. Because I have to do it right, otherwise it's going to be a refund, and then Nicola's going to ask me end of the month, or ask you why. So very important is, and of course how we start where the seam is reaching the sleeve with the amount desired. Maybe you can stand sideways so you can have a look as well, yeah? Okay? When you start with 2 pins, so you can get exactly the same amount on the other side. Don't go all the way and then you do the other side, otherwise you might have more here and less here. I mean, a lot of you do pin, to be honest, we don't have problems with pinning, like on seams and sides, and we didn't have any problems major so far. So then, it's okay, then you start going down, but all the way until, could be fitting in here, could be tightly around here, so you have to stop somewhere here. It depends, because the thing is, we don't see the customer, yeah? We depend on your judgment and your pinning. When you have vents, you must stop at the vent, unless it's extreme. I mean, if it goes in the vent, call me, I'll come, I'll sort it out, because you can't just pin on the vent just like that, because that's going to be restyling, it's going to be a different price. We have to undo the vent and make it smaller. It's just like a, so I don't think, we never did that, I mean, in the past. We do it for our customers, though, when they lose weight. So you have to stop at the vent, but when you stop at the vent, you have to stop up to nothing. You cannot stop 1 inch at the vent. It has to go down. We have to stop at the seam, up to nothing, up to 0. So we take it gradually and stop up to the seam. Because if you do 1 inch for me here, that means I have to lose it here, which is not going to happen. Okay? Then you do the other side, the same way you did this side. Excuse my pinning if I'm just not doing the right amount, because he's not a customer. Just to show you. And then the last pin to lose it again at the seam, as close as possible to the seam. So, okay, now I ask the customer, are you happy? He still talks about this extra bit. So of course here it's okay, you have to start from somewhere here. When you start here, again, you don't start like far away from the seam. You have to start the desired amount. It has to be like from the seam. Here it fits well, but it's baggy here, yeah? The same way we're gonna do, but it's the other way around. Here we started from a big amount. We're gonna do from the seam, so we know where to start from. And again, go gradually, gradually. I'm gonna just do some time. And with jackets, big amounts, and customers wanting them to be tight, you have to advise them it's a no. Because, as I said, I don't see the customer. You can pin it as much as you want, I'll do it. But you have to tell them, you'll be restricted to movement. It's not a stretchy material. Because they like it now when it's pinned, but when it's stitched, it's going to be even firmer. So what's going to happen? They're not going to be able to move. And it'll be a refund, definitely. So we don't want that to happen. And again, you can see it's getting better now, let's say, and then loses somewhere here. And that's it. So we got a jacket that fits George very well. The till is over there, sir? Yeah?
Yes.
So